Hello and welcome back to the next safety episode from Wildcat 5V, Team 6705. And today we're going to be covering the safety binder. The safety binder is basically the most important item you need to have as a safety program. This binder should contain pretty much all the necessary components of information you need to have as an F.3 safety program for the ability to distribute that information to other team members and to other safety advisors, and just to have a good solid chunk of safety information that you can use at your disposal. And so the first things first, you want to label your safety binder, preferably with your team logo and team name on it, so you can easily identify it in the pit. And so in case of emergency or anything like that, in case you need it all, you can easily get it and easily find it. And that goes for other teams being able to easily see it and easily find it as well. So what you notice about the binder, it has multiple tabs, and these tabs are able to get to various parts of the binder very quickly and efficiently in terms of flipping to them really quickly. You just can get to a certain part that you need to in case of emergency, which is just decreases the time of confusion, which is very useful to reduce in times of crisis. And so first things first, we just have the title again, just so in case you didn't look at the title on the front cover, you can look at the title inside to see that you are in fact looking at the actual official, your team's official safety binder. So the first thing you want to have in it is the actual first manual, and then for this, the reason why you want to have it is that this is the official first safety rules, and because of that you want to have this so that if there's any questions you have what to do in case of any rule complications that you don't know are safe or not, you want to consult this. This will basically make sure that you are in compliance with everything that you need to be in compliance with, and that in case other team members are not following safety practices, you can point to this official safety manual from F.3 itself to point out exactly what they're doing wrong and then try to correct them. And so this is the first thing you want to have, because this is the most official thing you can have safety-wise, because it is the official F.3 safety manual, including information such as chemical safety and just personal protective equipment as well. So this is just very good information to have, and you want it at the first part of your safety binder so it's easily accessible really quickly in case of emergency. And so this is just the first safety manual, and if you do not know the contents, you can look it up at just by typing into Google F.3 safety manual. So the next thing you probably want to have is a team manual. This is your team manual is similar to the actual F.3 safety manual, may include the same information, but it is more specifically geared to your team and can be used to supplement the F.3 safety manual. So the team manual itself includes your team name and or logo in the sheets, as well as just your specific information such as your culture safety, your general safety requirements, and things like guides on stored energy sources that are not included or that you think need to be specified more than what is said in the first safety manual. And so you have your own team safety manual. So in case somebody in your team needs more specific information on how your team does safety and how your safety program works, then they can flip to this tab in your safety binder to find this information, like such as lifting, for example, and the roles of safety captain. And this is just kind of a thing that we also have as a team, just like, I guess, an overarching quote-unquote goal as a safety. It's called a safety shield. It's similar to what Columbus Space Program had. We have collaborated with them before, and they helped us out with our safety program, and this is based off something they did. So this is our safety shield of overall safety, and then the sustaining of safety, sorting, standardizing, shining, and setting things as well. Explained later in later videos will be the pit in general, but you also want to have your pit rules wherever your official team manual is, and so people can easily locate it if it's needed, or if they do not know what your pit rules are, they can find this page and know exactly what to do and what not to do in the pit. So also in this, you want to have your first aid contents in here as well, just to see what is in it and make sure that you have that inventory logged basically. And because it's logged, you want to have it in your actual safety binder to either present to judges that you have this, that you have all these equipment, or just to make sure for your own emergencies that you have this specified number of equipment to show what you have and what you can do with your materials. And so also what we have in here is some basic fire extinguisher instructions of like how to use a fire extinguisher, for example. And because this is very useful to have and is one of the more common emergencies that could happen to fire, we want to make sure that it is easily accessible and is in a commonplace resource for safety, which is why it is in our safety binder under the section of our team safety. And the next is the first aid guide. This is a repeat of what we covered in a future video on the emergency binder. This just has the table of contents of all the things that are in the emergency binder. It just has the information here as well, because maybe somebody does not know what the emergency binder is, or some other team doesn't know, so they go straight to your safety binder and try to look and try to find it, and so they can actually go and find this information of what to do. And so for the next tab here is logs, and for logs you're going to have something, you're going to have the incident report logs shown here. I don't want to show the information because it's personal information. So you have incident report logs, so you can detail to other safety advisors what went wrong, how you remedied them, and just for having that information and to be more transparent and honest with your team as well. As well, I'm not going to show you have your emergency contact information as well to be able to access during the competition of your emergency contacts really easily in a central location of your safety binder. And then also, that's the things under the logs part. And then the next thing is going to be certifications. And certifications, this will be what your CPR certifications for at least our team, you might have other training as well, go under. And these certifications basically can be used to make sure that you can locate X person to treat X thing that they are trained in. And so again, I'm not going to show what is actually in the certification section, but this is what, but the sheet that is in it is from the documentation of your CPR training. So that is what is in here as well. And then the next thing we'll have is outreach. So outreach is very important for just FRC in general, but also in safety too. And so what you'll have in outreach is just kind of detailing what you have done in the past, or just what you're doing in this competition, for example, for safety. So this is some past thing. We had some safety shareables of our safety, of a small safety binder intro thing to have. And so we just have those documents out. And we just also have made some coloring sheets in the past for safety, as you can see here. And then we also partnered with our school and our engineering program in particular to help increase the safety there, with including things such as standard operating procedures on all of our machines. And our engineering teacher has their classes make these standard operating procedures on their machines, which is also, we have included some of them in our safety binder just to detail some of them as well, just to detail the collaboration. And just, you also have outreach from how you collaborated with other teams as well. This one you'll see on the back is from the Chargers from Jackson County. And then you also, again from Jackson County, have the stage charge up. This is on hydration, which is a very important thing to have. Make sure you have to be hydrated all your competitions. So you just have, in your outreach thing, you just have information that you collaborated with from other safety programs and how you help each other. And like how other safety programs all across your district and all across the your regions all help each other. So you just have them detailed from other teams such as East Coast Robotics or Columbus Space Program. As you can see, this top right here is similar to the safety shield, is where we initially I guess, got it from. They helped us with that. And then the only other thing that we have for at least our team is that what we started doing this year is having fire safety and fire extinguisher safety as well. This is initially not in collaboration, but inspired by the East Cobb Robotics fire extinguisher chart, and we just made our own to be a little more detailed, a little more specific. And so down here, you have the extinguishers, like their names, and we have pictures of them as well, so you can easily recognize them in competitions. And then here as well, you have the classes of fires and the types of fires that they include, such as wood or liquids or electrical. And then we just have check marks and X's of which extinguisher goes with each, so it's easier to locate. So for example, this is up in our pit, and we also can give them to other safety programs and teams for for outreaching out to their other teams and just improving their safety in general. So that is it for this video. That's, as you can see, at the end of our binder. So basically, in short, you want to make sure your safety binder has the main basic safety information you need for your team to operate and just to showcase what you have as a safety program. So last thing, I just want to thank our 2020 sponsors from 6705 Wildcat Baby, from GPS Hospitality, AXA, Excel Insurance Reinsurance, GEI, Griffith Engineering, and Vision Metals. Thank you, and thank you for your time.